Be wondering, what is this area I'm standing on? Well, this area right here produces some of the best cotton in the state. Here on busy Highway 82, where cops responded to a call here at Huddle House where shots rang out. People got up, were shouting and screaming, and one mother talked about her concerns about her child. You can see this big old massive tree up there smashed the roof, and sure enough, the homeowner, she's upset. They found marijuana. They also found some other substances, an ecstasy pill that contains cocaine and marijuana. So today here at Lanyap Art Store, there was a lot of artists who were here showcasing some of their work. There was one woman we spoke with today. She was very humbled by the fact that her actual artwork is actually on display today. Imagine driving down Reed Road and some kids are throwing rocks at your car. Well, that's what some 16-year-old teenagers are doing in the community. And thanks so much for joining us here on the broadcast. I'm Josh Rhoden. An evening at the World of Wonder nightclub in Ruleville turns violent for one man.
Justice for whoever did it to my son, justice, and because I don't wish that on anyone or anything. It was inexcusable.
Authorities say Calvin Norwood was attacked by a mob of about 20 men who are part of a newly formed gang called the Shoebox Gang.
This is a new group that has developed out of a rap group in Ruleville, Mississippi.
So far, Jarvis Harper, LaFagus Harper, and Jaquez Clark are the only ones who have been apprehended. But Calvin Norwood's mother, Tabitha Norwood, finds the idea of her son being attacked by members of a newly formed gang to be eye-opening to her.
I didn't even know of a gang, until it happened.
Ruleville PD and Sunflower Sheriff's Department have all been investigating this case and are taking the necessary steps so that justice can prevail.
Can be identified that participated in this brutal beating, they will be brought to justice.
Tabitha Norwood is thankful her son has been given a second chance at life.
Seeing my child that way, and it was just a blessing from God that he just gave us another chance.
Santa made a special trip to the UK Children's Hospital, and he paid a special visit to little Madison Glaze. The Christmas spirit was alive and well at the UK Children's Hospital. Each year, the hospital puts on a breakfast for children of employees and children who are inpatients. But this year was a special day for one little girl.
She's 5 years old. She's a very great kid. I've had her since she was 16 months old. She lives with me. I have custody of her. I'm actually her grandmother, and I'm very lucky to have her.
5-year-old Madison Glaze has been battling a rare metabolic disorder which causes her to be short of breath and weak. Her grandmother took her into her arms when she was abused and neglected when she was just an infant.
With Madison, she, of course, had some abuse that she doesn't really remember. You know what I mean? The shaking, the hitting.
Madison's grandmother, Joanne Setter, says Madison and her have had to check into the UK Children's Hospital 4 different times now because doctors do not know the root cause of her medical condition.
What we're hoping for is to be able to find out enough to help her, to keep her out of the hospital.
Arrangements have been made to transport little Madison to Cincinnati Children's Hospital to run tests to get a diagnosis of her medical condition. But for now, Santa is paying a visit to little Madison Glaze. Josh Rhoden, ABC 36, your local news source. It wasn't too long ago that 15-year-old Cheyenne Coffey was battling an addiction to drugs. She says her friends turned her on to smoking incense.
Hey, this is legal, you can't get in trouble for it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try it, just for fun.
Now clean and sober, Coffey is among the loudest voices objecting to the sale of Sparkle and other types of incense here in Lincoln County. Parents, kids, and concerned citizens are protesting outside the DMM market because the store is selling the novelty items. Residents say these products are being used as drugs. Karen Reed says she's seen several kids in the community become addicted.
They know the kids are using it. They're selling bukus of it. That's how the store is making their money, and they're destroying our children.
Protesters also allege the products are being sold to underage kids. Employees also say they have no plans to take products off the shelves based on the actions of others. Despite multiple calls from concerned citizens, the Sheriff's Department says they can't force the store to stop selling the incense.
Right now our hands are tied until the legislation they come up with a law banning some of the ingredients that's in this product.
But Coffee is scared that if action isn't taken soon, the youth of the community may be in even more danger than they are now.
I think they just think it's all for fun. I mean, it gets them high, and you can buy it at a store, so you don't have to go look for it.
In Crab Orchard, Josh Rhoden, ABC 36, your local news source. Bolivar County authorities arrest 2 juveniles in connection with a rash of auto burglaries with more possible arrests. 21-year-old Greenville woman is now back in custody for alleged assault. Washington County Chief Deputy Billy Barber tells us Mallory Box faces charges of domestic aggravated assault, this after she allegedly attacked her boyfriend, leaving the man with bite marks, scratches, and lacerations. A former Gunnison man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend and the 2 young boys they had together in Kentucky is now out of the hospital. Louisville police arraigning John Devine on 3 counts of murder and 1 count of burglary. They believe he shot Sade Goldsmith and their 2 sons, 6-year-old John Devine Jr. and 5-year-old John T. Devine. Then Devine turned the gun on himself. A violent Texas gang fugitive captured in Grenada is heading home. Dozens of officers showed up today on a mission to get a vital number below triple digits. It was all about below 100 at the law enforcement training in Cleveland today. Just as parents are getting ready for the next school year, comes word that the headmaster of the Greenville Christian School has resigned. LaFleur County is reporting its first case of the deadly West Nile mosquito virus. This reporting makes Mississippi's 19th West Nile case reported so far this year. This week's edition of Delta Business Journal Business Brief takes an in-depth look at one of the pioneers in the prawn industry. Here's publisher Scott Coopwood with more. In state news, controversy in Crystal Springs a week after a black couple was asked to move their wedding out of a mostly white church. Members there are speaking out. ABC's reporter Meg Pace has more.